So in this video I'm going to review all the settings of this phone with say preferences. They might save battery, they might increase performance, so you have to decide whatever customization you have to do on your phone. So this is the lock screen, here we swipe, and this is the home screen I have in my phone. So let's get to the settings. First is the Wi-Fi setting. So as you can see, my Wi-Fi is on for today. So Wi-Fi is on for today, and okay, so here we have these are the available Wi-Fi in the ranges. So first option is scan, then the second is WPS pin entry. That corresponds to, suppose you have to connect your router to any of the Wi-Fi, then you have to signal it around. I will focus a bit so you can see much. That's okay, I guess. Then is the Wi-Fi Direct. Wi-Fi Direct is a function which is used to transfer the files, and you can choose, or that depends on your use, but I don't use that much. Then we come to the advanced settings. So here I have disabled all the functions of the advanced settings because it goes, it saves the battery. It has a 2300 milliampere battery, so we have to keep good on this battery saving. First is the network notification. In network notification, I have disabled. It will only notify you when the Wi-Fi networks are available in and around. Second is the keep Wi-Fi on during sleep. This should always be on. As I say, if you lock the screen, it will disable the Wi-Fi, and we don't want that. I don't want. Third is the scanning always available. This function corresponds to the location settings. If you don't want your phone to always be connected to the GPS, you can disable it, and this also saves battery. Fourth is avoid poor connections, and basically I don't use this function because if you have one signal tower, and if you have a weak signal, it won't catch the signal, and you don't want that, because if you want to use a Wi-Fi, you will use it either ways. Fifth is this Wi-Fi frequency band. I keep it to 2.4 gigahertz because everyone has a router that corresponds to 2.4 gigahertz. No one uses a 5 gigahertz. And auto, basically, to keep in an auto is better to keep in 2.4 gigahertz because it saves battery. That's somewhere. And then we have Wi-Fi optimization. That is always tick because you can minimize the battery usage when Wi-Fi is on, and other things. So then second is Bluetooth. This is off. I will on that for you. This is the iPhone. This is the paired devices. Here we have rename phone, visibility timeout, show receive files, and help. That's quite explanatory. Data usage. Now data usage, you can customize this, as in, if you can see, we have this mobile data and Wi-Fi data. You can enable or disable this. Show Wi-Fi. If I take on the Wi-Fi usage, it will show the Wi-Fi data which I use for day to day. And the second is this auto synchronized data. This feature should also be ticked always. And the third is this mobile data. Mobile data, this is you can off and off. It will use your internet pack if you have recharged any. And then we come to the more. Here first is airplane mode, which disable all the connections, be it Wi-Fi, be it Bluetooth and all. Default SMS apps, here I have Hangout that has come with factory settings. Then I have NFC. Basically you should just turn off the NFC because if day-to-day life you don't use NFC and all, and keeping it on for too many time will just consume your battery life. That was the notification anyways. So, and this is T3 and portable hotspot. With this function you can use your phone as a Wi-Fi router, and I won't go much into that. Then this is VPN, virtual private network. You all guys know what is this. Mobile networks, here you can customize 2G, 3G, and see here I always prefer 3G because 2G, 3G consumes a lot of battery, and LTE is not as of recommended in India. That's what I feel. Then we have APNs. APNs, they have all are other to the other network usages. And then we have self broadcast. I just disable all these options because it really helps to save your battery, and that comes under priority. Then we have sound. So in sound, you can see if you click on the volume, it will show all the volume options right over there. Okay, so you can just plus or minus it directly by touching it here, as you can see, I guess. Yeah. Then we have phone ringtone. Here you can adjust your ringtone and then vibrate when ringing, that is default on. Dial touchpad tones, I personally like dial touchpad tones, so I just keep it checked. Touch sounds I disable because it helps to save a battery a lot. Then we have screen lock sound. Screen lock sound is also, it doesn't consume too much battery, so you can keep it, that's your choice anyways. Vibrate on touch, you should just disable this function because it really helps to save battery, and that is of much use because if you don't have battery you won't get access to any. And this is the storage space, as you can see this is a 32 GB model. Then we have battery, so this shows all the processes that might be running on the battery. It's right now I have like say 97% juice in this. So then we have apps. So here you have downloaded apps which you have downloaded, and these are the running apps. You can just post off these apps if you want to minimize your RAM usage, and these are all the apps which are available on your phone. Then we come to the location settings. So location, I basically keep this feature off. If you just keep it on, then it will ask you for a confirmation. And this in mode, in the high accuracy mode, it determines your exact location usage, but it uses a lot of juice, so you just don't want to spend that amount of battery because you don't. I don't use that much feature anymore. So you can customize to battery saving because it really helps to save the battery, and that is a device only feature, but I personally keep it just off because I'm not so much in touch with Google Now and all those features. Then you have security, you have slide lock, face lock, pattern lock, pin lock, password lock, or none, that is good as nothing. Enable widgets. Now this option, if you just keep this option on, so you can enable the widgets on the main screen. So basically I just keep it on even though I don't use that much widgets. And then we have owner info. Here as you can see my name is displayed over there. Whatever you write, that will be showed on the home screen. Now you might be seeing my name is over there in short. Okay. And then we go back to encrypt phone. That is a feature that will encrypt all your data on the phone. If you want to, in case you lose your phone or anyways, you might use it, but I have just not used it, but I know the feature of that. This is a setup SIM card log, make password disable, verify apps and unknown sources. You can just tick this or not, depends on you, because I just use Play Store to download my apps. And this has notification access. I personally use Light Manager, to make this light, different displays of light visible as per my use. Then we come to, we were in the security, language and input. So here we have this Google keyboard, that is default check, Google voice tapping, that is automatic, then voice search and text to speech. Then we come on the settings. I just disable this block of offensive words because it's not much of use to me. Spell checker, I just disable this feature. That's the reason being because whatever I type, it just makes its own corrections to that. I don't like that. I use Hindi sometimes in that my texting. Okay, we were here. Backup and reset, you can just that comes default enabled, and you can use that feature because it really saves all your data on to your Google account. That's really quite a nice feature. And those are all my social networking profiles. As you can see, they are all synchronized. Then we come to date and time. Now here we have this date format, that is also came default, and that better not be touched because it doesn't matter anyways. And talkback. Talkback is a feature for those persons who can't see much. I mean, the phone itself spells the functions and all what it can do. Then we have captions. Captions is by default it comes off. You can just on it if you want to, and you can just customize all what is displayed on the screen as according to you. Magnification gestures. Now if you enable this feature, you can just double tap your phone and it will maximize the screen, whatever is written on the screen. See, I will show you demonstration. let that be. It will basically just maximize your screen text. Last text we have power button and scroll. Power button and scroll personally I don't like, because you know, if you just talk over the phone and you just tilt your head out, sometimes it might get in touch with this features which are enabled on the screen, and it will just gain access to anything. So you can just keep it off, unchecked. Auto rotate screen, it's better to keep it on. Then we have speak password, accessibility shortcut, text to speech output, touch and hold delay. That's fine. Printing. Now this is cloud printing. Basically I don't use that much printing services, so I just keep it off.